Think you of the fact that a deaf person cannot hear. Then, what deafness may we not all possess? What senses do we lack that we cannot see and cannot hear another world all around us? I must not fear. Fear is the mind killer. Fear is the little death that brings total obliteration. I will face my fear. I will permit it to pass over me and through me. And when it has gone past, I will turn the inner eye to see its path. Where the fear has gone, there will be nothing. Only I will remain. Without change, something sleeps inside us and seldom awakens. The sleeper must awaken. One of the best things to come out of the home computer revolution could be the general and widespread understanding of how severely limited logic really is. Any road followed precisely to its end leads precisely nowhere. Climb the mountain just a little bit to test it's a mountain. From the top of the mountain, you cannot see the mountain. To attempt seeing truth without knowing falsehood. It is the attempt to see the light without knowing the darkness. It cannot be. When law and duty are one, united by religion, you never become fully conscious, fully aware of yourself. You are always a little less than an individual. If you think of yourselves as helpless and ineffectual, it is certain that you will create a despotic government to be your master. The wise despot, therefore, maintains among his subjects a popular sense that they are helpless and ineffectual. To suspect your own mortality is to know the beginning of terror. To learn irrefutably that you are mortal is to know the end of terror. It is a wise man that does know the contented man is never poor, whilst the discontented man is never rich. The people I distrust most are those who want to improve our lives but have only one course of action. The difference between sentiment and being sentimental is the following. Sentiment is when a driver swerves out of the way to avoid hitting a rabbit on the road. Being sentimental is when the same driver, when swerving away from the rabbit, hits a pedestrian. Religion often partakes of the myth of progress that shields us from the terrors of an uncertain future. The stakes in conflict do not change. Battle determines who will control the wealth or its equivalent. We accept too damned many things on the explanations of people who could have good reasons for lying. When I am weaker than you, I ask you for freedom because that is according to your principles. When I am stronger than you, I take away your freedom because that is according to my principles. It is so shocking to find out how many people do not believe that they can learn, and how many more believe learning to be difficult. When you think to take determination of your fate into your own hands, that is the moment you can be crushed. Be cautious. Every civilization depends upon the quality of the individuals it produces. It is impossible to live in the past, difficult to live in the present, and a waste to live in the future. Power attracts pathological personalities. It is not that power corrupts, but that it is magnetic to the corruptible. Good governance never depends upon laws, but upon the personal qualities of those who govern. Life is a game whose rules you learn if you leap into it and play it to the hilt. Not the blood, sir, but all of a man's water, ultimately, belongs to his people, to his tribe. It's a necessity when you live near the Great Flat. All water's precious there, and the human body is composed of some 70% water by weight. A dead man, surely, no longer requires that water. Deep in the human unconscious is a pervasive need for a logical universe that makes sense, but the real universe is always one step beyond logic. Anything outside yourself, this you can see and apply your logic to it. But it's a human trait that when we encounter personal problems, these things most deeply personal are the most difficult to bring out for our logic to scan. We tend to flounder around, blaming everything but the actual, deep-seated thing that's really chewing on us.